Hej, gramy dalej w Dead Synchronicity. Rozpoczęliśmy akt 3. W poprzednim odcinku powiedziałem, że to już ostatni akt, ale oczywiście jest jeszcze 4, za pomyłkę przepraszam. No i rozejrzyjmy się tutaj, może na wstępie porozmawiamy z żołnierzami.
Hey you! What are you doing here? Didn't you hear the curfew warning?
Relax. Look at his wrist. He's got a mole bracelet.
So you're one of those domesticated rats? You people disgust me. At least the rest of the worms at the camp have some dignity. But you guys, the moles, you're nothing more than a pack of treacherous stool pigeons.
No doubt, I have a great paragon of dignity before me. My hatred for these pigs has only grown. And more so since the incident at the camp entrance with the mole's children. Ruthless bastards. I just want to ask you guys a few questions.
No tak, zdecydowanie. Wzór cnót wszelakich. Skoro tak krytykuje tych kapusiów, no to kim on jest? Niech popatrzy na siebie.
Do you know what the establishment was before the Great Wave?
I can't say I do. I lived on the other side of town. But judging from what's left, I'd say it looks like it was a bookstore. Looks like it burned down to the ground after the Great Wave.
Well, I for one am glad that nest of bookworms was destroyed. I never liked books. They always were a total waste of time.
Is that right? At first glance, I would have taken you for someone with refined literary tastes.
I think that description fits you to a T.
Watch your mouth, you dirty rat! And don't think that bracelet would protect you. I could blow your head off without batting an eyelid. Don't forget who's in charge here.
Powiem szczerze, że ja też się bardzo zdziwiłem, ponieważ i mnie on wygląda na kogoś o wyrafinowanym literackim guście, który czytuje na pewno, nie wiem, same klasyki nędzników, dżumę, zbrodnię i karę. No, także jestem zdecydowanie zdziwiony, że w ogóle nie czyta książek.
Why are you posted here?
Just following orders. Rat, we're here to protect and serve the inhabitants of this city. That's our mission.
Yes, I can see how the people feel much safer with you around.
We're doing our nightly rounds, and we have orders to keep a particular eye on this neighborhood.
And why this neighborhood in particular?
Well, as you can see, this area of the city was left almost intact after the Great Wave. It was kind of a miracle. Most of the homes and businesses are still standing, so burglary attempts are pretty popular. If there's anything left in the city worth guarding, it's here.
You ask a lot of questions. Have you come to steal something, rat?
No, of course not. With officers of the law like you, I'd never dare do anything like that.
I wouldn't provoke my partner too much if I were you. He's plenty jumpy today, and he's sometimes rather unpredictable.
And as for you, blabbermouth, I'd watch my tongue if I were you. How I am is nobody's business. And you, get back to your nest, rat!
Zabawny jest w tym swoim zacietrzewieniu.
So how's the night going?
Very quiet, except for a shooting at the entrance to the city a few hours ago. I think someone tried to steal some food. And when that happens, you have to act decisively. That's our duty.
It would be a fantastic night if it wasn't for those revolting cats. This damn neighborhood is infested with them.
Cats?
My partner doesn't like cats, and tonight they've been howling non-stop since we started our rounds.
Filthy creatures, dirty and pestilent. They're to blame for everything.
I won't bother you anymore. Keep up the good work.
Nie lubi kotów, to niedobrze. Źle mu wróżę.
A ridiculous little nobody, but dangerous. It's like Fatty Arbuckle exchanged his cream pies for rifle bullets. I'm afraid the brightest thing about this guy is the flashlight hanging from his belt.
O, dobry tekst.
It doesn't look like he has that much respect for his partner. The two of them look like an apocalyptic version of Laurel and Hardy.
No tak, też to zauważyłem, że ten chudszy żołnierz rzuca takie sarkastyczne teksty w stosunku do tego otyłego. No a ten drugi chyba nie bardzo rozumie ten typ humoru. No i właśnie może dlatego ten chudy żołnierz sobie na to pozwala wszystko. Tutaj istotnie jest panel elektryczny.
Following its trail, I see that's where the cable that crosses the street ends. The one with the 3 streetlights hanging from it. One of the guards is resting his foot on it. Great idea. Should I just ask the animals in uniform to please get away from the panel so I can poke around in there?
Byłoby najprościej. Oni pilnują chyba tych drzwi wejściowych. Wnoszę to po tym, że tutaj możemy wejść, a tutaj chyba nie.
Those two pigs seem to be watching that entrance very intently. They probably pumped me full of lead before I got a chance to turn the doorknob.
No, to wejdźmy w takim razie tu. Dużo książek.
They're what's left of the cinema section. Only a couple of biographies survived the fire. Let's see. Dario Argento and John Carpenter.
No proszę. Johna Carpentera sobie bardzo cenię. Taki reżyser, który też horrory fajne kręcił. Zdaje się, że coś jest w reżyserii właśnie Johna Carpentera. Coś, mam na myśli remake starszego filmu. Zresztą ten remake też jest chyba z końca lat 70. bądź początku 80.
I don't need to look through these pages. I've already seen the horror out there.
A co do coś, to niedawno był prequel tego filmu w kinach. Byłem na tym filmie. Nie dorównuje jednak poprzednikowi. Zabraliśmy deski.
No. Computers are a deplorable waste of time when the hardware you're trying to use got wrecked in the Great Wave.
No jasne, czego dowodem jest to, że właśnie w tej chwili siedzę przed komputerem i nagrywam dla was film. Komputery to zupełna strata czasu. W 100% prawda.
The sign says, Emergency exit, Beechwood Oracle Bookstore. Do not block. Well, it seems that in spite of the warning, this door is indeed blocked. And now, I no longer have the slightest doubt as to the name of the establishment. I don't think I'm going to be able to open it that way.
Może znajdziemy inny sposób, ale przyjrzyjmy się jeszcze tutaj.
The whole place is full of it. Hey, wait! One of these posters has a photograph of Reverend Blake on it. The Beechwood Oracle Bookstore invites you to a reading of The Annihilation of Time, where you can meet the book's author, Edward Blake. That explains why that deranged preacher had the card from this place in his pocket.
Tak, pewnie słyszeliście, albo może nie słyszeliście, bo to wytnę. O 1:00 w nocy na sygnale, nie wiem czy policja, czy pogotowie jedzie. No takie to miasto. Oj. Tak wytrąciło mnie to z równowagi. Użyjmy łomu na drzwiach.
Doesn't look like it's going to be complicated to open this door with the crowbar. Done.
No, przejdź tu.
Hey, wait a minute. Who the hell's over there?
I don't see anything.
Look at that building. I saw something moving in that shadow on that wall.
I think you're a little paranoid tonight. I told you to relax. Come on, take a deep breath.
Shut up! I bet it was one of those cats. All this is because of those pestilent beasts that have been bothering us since we got here. I couldn't stand them.
I better not let those two psychopaths down there see me. I should be very careful.
Fajna karykatura żołnierza z niego.
Shut up, you filthy beasts! Goddamn mangy animals! Get out of there! I'm going to gouge out your eyes one by one! Skedaddle!
But what is your problem with cats?
Those cats are to blame for everything! They're what brought the disease to the city! They're what brought the virus that infects the dissolved!
Here we go again. I've told you 1,000 times. That's nonsense.
Of course it's not nonsense! I heard it from the friend of a friend who works in a research center.
Those poor creatures aren't to blame for anything.
Shut your face, you worm! You see that? It's comical. Rats defending cats. The world's been turned upside down.
Yes, it is comical. Cats being chased by pigs. In any case, those poor creatures can rest easy. That guy's arteries would burst before he'd be able to catch one of them.
No proszę, co za wyrafinowany humor popłynął z ust otyłego żołnierza. Swoją drogą, ta gra w żadnym razie nie jest zabawna, ale akurat ta postać doprowadza mnie do śmiechu. Fajny taki humorystyczny przerywnik. Co my tu możemy zrobić? Możemy wykonać pełnoprawną kołyskę.
Let's see. I'll use the rusty nails to attach these two objects together.
No, jaka ładna. Nawet może się będzie kołysać, kiedy włożymy do niej dziecko. Ale najpierw zróbmy coś, by pusta puszka stała się puszką pełną. Nie będziemy się bawić w Davida Copperfielda i robić jakichś sztuczek magicznych. Po prostu włożymy zgniłe ryby do tej puszki. Aż mi szkoda kotków. Ten żołnierz to by ich chętnie nakarmił zgniłymi rybami, ale po Michaelu bym się tego nie spodziewał. A jednak.
Okay. I'll use the can to avoid touching those disgusting fish with my hands.
No i wracamy czym prędzej, aby zobaczyć efekty naszych działań. No i nakarmimy kotki, aż nie chce mi się na to patrzeć.
There you are, you mangy beasts! So you dared to come out, did you? Now I've got you! Ow! Goddamn revolting cats! Sooner or later I'll get each and every last one of you! I promise you!
Don't get mad. Your technique's improving. You almost got one this time.
Shut up!
Lubię tego futrzego. Też jest zabawny, ma dobre teksty, sarkastyczne, ironiczne, także humor na moim poziomie. No i teraz musimy doprowadzić do zwarcia tutaj.
Now I get it. This is the system that controls the amount of current that reaches each of the streetlights.
Tak, maksymalne oświetlenie. Kabum.
What the shit? Why does nothing work right in this filthy city?
Looks like a voltage surge. Suppose you think the cats are to blame.
Shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you! I'm not letting those flea-bitten beasts out of my sight! No chance, mate!
Szkoda, że to jedyna taka parka w tej grze. Bo mogłoby być więcej takiego humoru. Czemu nie? Włazimy na dach.
Hey, wait a minute. I've seen this place before. I've been here. I recognize this rooftop. Those trees. The park. The statue. Tomorrow comes today. Of course. The photo from the poster. It was shot from someplace in this very building. But what's the meaning of all this? And could it be that the voice wasn't actually trying to lead me to that burned out bookstore down there? But rather to this building? To this place?
Był tu, poznaje to miejsce. I znów podtytuł gry Tomorrow Comes Today. Czy to nie jest miejsce z plakatu?
Tomorrow comes today. I bet that insurance company never imagined what was in store for us when it created that poster.
To jest to miejsce. Tutaj jeszcze poszperajmy.
From what I heard, all telecommunications collapsed in the catastrophe. It seems like it took the Great Wave only a few seconds to turn all of our technology into scrap metal. The blades of this contraption must have stopped turning months ago, and I don't think doing without it is the owner's biggest problem right now. It's a sculpture from my poster. Maybe it was an allegory of happy fatherhood, until the Great Wave turned it into a depiction of Saturn devouring his children.
No i co? Jest tu jeszcze coś? Jest kolejny dach, na którym jakiś ptaszek sobie siedzi.
Oh no. It's starting again. It's amazing. Everything's changing. Everything.
Everything is mutating, and I haven't even moved. I don't understand. I don't understand anything.
No i tym razem widać było scenę jakąś chyba z przeszłości, albo z przeszłości, kiedy to miejsce było pełne bawiących się dzieci. No i myślę, że warto to w tej chwili zaznaczyć, że te wizje właśnie dotykają albo przeszłości, albo czegoś, co się wydarzy. Wizję naszego bohatera. Dlaczego tak mówię? Otóż było widać w jednej z wizji, chyba w mieście, w związku z kościołem to było, że nagle Michael zauważył tę lalkę płonącą w ogniu, a przecież dopiero później została ona wrzucona przez naszego wybawcę, który nas później jednak wygonił z przyczepy. Podobnie było też w mieście. Zauważyliśmy kogoś leżącego pod wieżą obserwacyjną, a dopiero później ta osoba została zestrzelona przez dzieciaków z tej wieży. To początkowo mogło być trudne do skojarzenia, ale ja sobie tak przeglądałem te odcinki, które nagrywałem, i właśnie mi się to rzuciło w oczy, że Michael miał wizje dotyczące przyszłych wydarzeń. A co to oznacza? Jest jedna taka hipoteza, że on może zachorował i dlatego widzi rzeczy z przyszłości, czy z przeszłości także. Ale nie wiadomo na czym polega ta jego przypadłość, te jego wizje, jaki mają charakter. Być może już niedługo się tego dowiemy.
There's a piece of paper stuck to the door, and it looks like it has a handwritten message on it. Let's see what it says here.
Cześć Michael, od jakiegoś już czasu próbujemy się z tobą skontaktować. Gdzie się podziewasz? Zaczynamy się o ciebie martwić. Chris musi się z tobą pilnie spotkać. Przyjdź do redakcji gazety. Tam teraz mieszkamy, Sara. Jest mowa o jakiejś gazecie?
Who could Sarah be? And this Chris? Could he have something to do with the person I saw in my vision?
Niewykluczone.
Of course. It's locked. And I think it's better if I don't try to pick the lock. I could be mistaken for a burglar. And the last thing I need right now is for someone to call the guards patrolling this area.
No to idźmy sobie.
Hey, wait a minute. There's a metal plaque on the wall next to the door. Michael Argent, photographer. I can't believe it. This is the apartment of a man named Michael, an apartment located above the Beechwood Oracle bookstore, and in the building where the photograph on the poster was taken. Can all this really be a coincidence? I can hardly believe it. But is it possible that the voice in my head has been guiding me to my own front door?
Niewykluczone. Czasem zbiegi okoliczności nie są tylko zbiegami okoliczności. To mogą być jakieś znaki, może swego rodzaju przeznaczenie kieruje krokami naszego bohatera, a może to zwykły przypadek. Pewnie wkrótce się okaże.
There's no time for you to go back to your nest, rat!
That ignorant bastard is starting to get on my nerves. Yes, I do have to be going. By the way, how did the chase go? Were those cats too quick for you?
You'd better go. It's not in your best interest to get my partner any more agitated. Not tonight.
You shut your mouth, you rat, or I'll shut it for you! I won't warn you again! Those beasts are possessed, and I'm going to exterminate them, one by one, with my bare hands if I have to!
I'm sure that would make you the pride of the force. Just one more thing. Try to stay away from the trash cans next time.
I've warned you, you filthy rat! You've worn out my patience! Ow! This'll teach you to treat me with a little more respect! I'm going to wipe that stupid grin off your face! Ouch! This is the only language you shitheads from the refugee camp understand! So, you're going to treat me with respect now, aren't you?
Come on, leave him alone. You'll kill him. He is a mole after all, and it's in our interest to keep him alive. Come on, let's get out of here.
Well, you're safe for now, but I have a very good memory for faces. Another day, I'll finish what we started, rat. I swear it!
Sporo krwi.
These stains mark the spot where that bloated psychopath knocked me down with his flashlight. Now I can say I've made my mark in this new world. Wait a minute. In all that blood, there's something white. It's a fragment of one of my teeth.
Tak, na pamiątkę zabierz sobie zęba. A może zresztą jak zaniesiesz go do dentysty, którego pewnie w tym miasteczku nie ma żadnego w tej chwili, no to ci go jakoś tam włoży, przyczepi. No i mamy latarkę. Ma baterię, czy nie ma?
An army flashlight. And of course, I suppose it doesn't have any... Yes, it has batteries. And it works. Huh. Will this change my luck?
No, to w kilku miejscach może nam się ta latarka przydać. Także w tym momencie dobrze jest wrócić do obozu. A właściwie przed obóz. Mamy wiadro, możemy do wiadra nabrać wody. Pewnie wiecie, po co nam ta woda. Otóż powinniśmy ugasić ognisko, bo tam jakieś drogocenne rzeczy się palą. W tym ta lalka, czyli dziecko dla naszej koleżanki.
Okay, I'll use the bucket for what it was designed for. To be filled with water.
Dla Rose, tak, przypomniałem sobie dopiero jak ma na imię. Nie ma to jak mieć demencję w wieku 33 lat. No dobra, czas ugasić ognisko.
Here goes. Maybe we can still salvage something from the fire. Now that the fire is out, I don't intend to carry this rusty bucket around anymore. I'll get rid of it.
Tak pozbyć to może kiepski pomysł. Najlepiej znaleźć sobie jakąś kryjówkę dla wiadra. Nie, tego nie będziemy oglądać. Idziemy do róży naszej, czyli do Rose. Proszę, oto prezenty dla ciebie. Najpierw kołyska, później dziecko.
Thank you, Mr. Sleepyhead. This cradle is just like the one in the picture. Now I can rock my baby to sleep and sing to him. But now I need you to find the baby. I won't tell you your secret if you don't bring me my baby. Bring me my baby boy, Mr. Sleepyhead.
Okay, don't worry, Rose. I'll do it.
Swoją drogą ciekawi mnie to, że nikt w ogóle nie zwraca uwagi na zakrwawioną koszulę naszego bohatera. Teraz jest jeszcze chyba bardziej zakrwawiona po tym, jak jego twarz została zbita właściwie na kwaśne jabłko. Chociaż dobrze się trzyma, nie widać po nim żadnych siniaków, nie ma, tylko dalej ma te swoje oczy zamknięte.
I'm not proud of what I'm about to do, but I need to find out that secret Rose is keeping from me. And if she wants her baby, I'll give her back her baby. I've brought you your baby, Rose.
Did you bring me my baby? Did you bring him? Thank you so much, Mr. Sleepyhead. You kept your word. You brought me my baby.
Now I need you to tell me that secret you promised to reveal if I brought what you asked.
Yes, our secret. I have something that belongs to you, Mr. Sleepyhead. It's the key that opens your chest of dreams. And now, it's yours again.
But it's a real key. Where did you get it?
I found it in your jacket after Rod and his wife gave me your clothes. When I got to my room, the key fell on the floor and made a clinking sound. I had just seen you sleeping in their trailer, like a big bear. And then I figured it out. It was the key to the chest where you were keeping your dreams. Because you like to dream, don't you? Of course you do. That's why your name is Mr. Sleepyhead.
The key that opens my chest of dreams.
Thank you very much for your help, Rose. Take good care of your son.
I should be going now.
No, please. Don't go. Don't leave me here. Now that I found my baby, I have to get away from here. Far away. I have to get away from the haunted castle. If you leave, more men will come and hurt me, and they'll lock me up in the dark again. And I can't stand the dark. That's when those soldiers come back and take me with them. And now they'll want to hurt my baby too.
The hunter was clear. I mustn't get mixed up in his affairs, or there'll be a hell to pay.
I'm sorry, Rose. I can't do anything.
Mr. Sleepyhead, I can't stand it anymore. Don't let them touch me again. Please help me. You have to get me out of here. Like the knight in the stories. You're my knight, and I'm your princess.
Good God. This is unbearable. Victims and executioners. It sums things up. And what was I? What was my role before the Great Wave? Damn it. I can't just leave that poor girl to her fate. I have to do something to save her, even if I don't know what that is yet. I'll help you, Rose. I'll help you get out of here.
Thank you, Mr. Sleepyhead. Do you promise? Will you be my knight in shining armor?
Yes.
Ha, więc na razie rycerz w lśniącej zbroi. W śpiącej też, bo jest w końcu śpiochem, więc może jego zbroja też śpi. W każdym razie rycerz w lśniącej, śpiącej zbroi musi na chwilę opuścić Rose. Pomoże jej pewnie później, ale czy ten klucz jemu pomoże i czy uda mu się otworzyć te drzwi, które być może są drzwiami do jego mieszkania? Zaraz się o tym przekonamy. Dobrze, że tych dwóch troglodytów tu już nie ma. Chociaż w sumie ich lubię, także mogliby się tu jeszcze pokręcić.
Of course. It's locked, and I think it's better if I don't try to pick the lock. I could be mistaken for a burglar, and the last thing I need right now is for someone to call the guards patrolling this area.
Aczkolwiek jeden z nich mocno mi podpadł. Chociaż tak mocno, dzięki niemu mamy kawałek zęba w końcu. Dobra. Otwieramy drzwi, jeśli się to uda.
Let's see if my intuition is correct. Yes, the key that opens my chest of dreams is a key that in fact belongs to Michael Argent, photographer. The key to my own apartment.
No to witamy, Michael Argent. Witaj w swoim domu. Tło fotograficzne. Sprawdźmy to. Był fotografem?
It's the backdrop I used for the photography I did at home. It's hanging down from that wooden beam, held in place with screws. Whoever designed this building didn't go to too much trouble to conceal the structural elements. There are pillars and wooden beams all over the place. A line of tiny screws holds up the white backdrop that hangs from the crossbeam.
Aparat się nam przyda do wykonania zlecenia, które wyznaczył nam łowca. Mianowicie musimy zrobić zdjęcie tej bazy, bo jemu potrzebne jest paliwo bodaj.
A somewhat antiquated model of an instant camera. Despite its appearance, it seems to be in perfect working order. I only see one problem. It has no film in it.
A no właśnie. Na razie nie możemy użyć aparatu, no ale znajdziemy pewnie na to sposób. A teraz zajmiemy się pozytywką.
It can't be. It's me. This photo. I remember it. I remember this photograph.
Please, Michael, help us. Only you can do it.
And this woman she's Emily. She's my wife. Now I remember her. The person who's been communicating with me all this time. Emily.
I love you, Michael.
And I now pronounce you.
Don't ever leave me.
I won't.
I have something to tell you, Michael.
Are you really? Oh, yes!
Things are not going well between us, Michael. You know that.
It's only a rough patch. You'll see. It's all your fault!
You have to get on top of this, Michael. It's destroying both of us. I'm afraid of you.
Shut up! Shut up! Everything will be different. Remember that vacation we took to the beach when we were getting to know each other? Everything will go back to the way it was.
Promise me.
I promise. Oh, Emily, what does all this mean? Where are you? How can I find you? What are these messages you keep repeating in my head? I've lost my mind. I've lost my mind. That's the only logical explanation for this. Oh, Emily. My poor Emily. Where are you? How can I find you?
No niestety, trochę mi ten bohater, przynajmniej jego stosunki małżeńskie, przypomina też postać z Overclocked historii o przemocy. Tamta gra też jest bardzo ciekawa, też nagrywałem z niej let's playa. Zamknąłem przez przypadek szafę, po co ma być otwarta, obklejona jakimiś chyba, nie wiem, czy artykułami z gazet, czy zdjęciami, nieważne. Teraz, zanim przystąpię do penetrowania szafy, to przyjrzę się temu. Jest to mowa o redakcji gazety i jest logo z literami duże T, małe N, duże T. Może to nam się przydać za chwilę.
Village Green Preservation Society. That's the name of this newspaper. Now I understand. This file cabinet holds copies of newspapers and magazines my photos appeared in. It seems like as a photographer, I was very fond of my own work.
Nie dość, że mam demencję, to jeszcze nie znam alfabetu. Skoro to jest według mnie między literkami V i X.
Union Country Messenger. The title of this publication appears on the front page. Sandy Ridge Sentinel, one of the many newspapers stored in the filing cabinet. Solstice Times, that's the name of this newspaper.
Nie mogę trafić na właściwą.
Today Progress, the title of this publication appears on the front page.
Rzecz jasna, szukamy TNT, prawda?
First, I'll put the newspaper I took back in its place. As much as I might like my old photos, I have no intention of carrying around any more paper than necessary. Union Country.
Nie to.
The New Truth. That's the name of this newspaper.
Tak. To musi być ta gazeta, bo zgadzają się pierwsze litery. Tylko czemu N małe? New. Czyli to, że jest nowa ta prawda jest najmniej istotne, a najważniejsze, że to prawda. Taka moja mała analiza, śledztwo dziennikarskie.
This melancholy music makes my hair stand on end. I seem to be hearing the sad voice of Emily in every note. Where are you? How can I find you?
Melancholijna, ale jednocześnie ma swój urok. Oj, ma. Dobra, chyba nic tu po nas możemy sprawdzić. Nie, sprawdzaliśmy aparat. Nawet nie pamiętam, co robiłem 5 minut temu, źle ze mną. I nie było w nim baterii. Today Progress. Nie, ja miałem The New Truth wyciągnąć. Dlaczego Today Progress jest w mojej kieszeni?
The New Truth.
No właśnie, zabieraj to.
First, I'll put the newspaper I took as much as
No. Teraz jest w porządku i porównuję logo.
TNT stands for the New Truth. The masthead of this newspaper matches the letterhead on the handwritten note. And it's obviously not a coincidence.
Jakoś przez przypadek TNT mi się z czymś innym kojarzy i to są materiały wybuchowe. Ale nie wiem, czy o tym traktuje gazeta. Dobra, wyjdźmy stąd. Na świeże powietrze. Za dużo siedzenia w domu to też ładnie jest na zewnątrz, także nie ma co siedzieć w domu. No i dobra, i teraz porównaliśmy to, więc możemy wprowadzić adres, bo tu jest adres pewnie gazety, ewentualnie nazwę gazety do GPS.
Of course. The letters TNT on the letterhead of Sarah and Chris's note stand for the newspaper, the New Truth. I'll enter the address of the newspaper office shown on the front page. The map indicates a place near the main avenue of the city. Will it still be standing? Let's go find out.
Akt 4. Stare i nowe prawdy.
Good God, Michael, is that you?
There's no question about it. That's the person I saw in my vision. The person mentioned in the note I found in my house. What was his name? Hello, Chris.
Come in quickly. It's dangerous to be out on the streets at this hour. Michael, I'm so glad to see you again. After all that time without hearing from you, Sarah and I feared the worst. But tell me, why didn't you come sooner? Where have you been all this time?
From his enthusiastic welcome, it looks like this man and I were good friends in the past, before the entire world collapsed. But can I trust him? I don't know. Do I have any other choice? It's a long story, Chris. Very long.
I'm all ears, old friend.
And while I tell him everything I can remember, the few things in my memory since waking up in Rod's trailer, I see a mixture of tenderness and compassion on his face. Something I haven't seen in anyone else since waking up in this hellhole. I haven't the slightest doubt. I can trust this man.
I'm sorry for everything that happened, Michael. Sarah and I had been trying to get in touch with you for a long time, but the Great Wave made it impossible to find you. Now I know why. As a matter of fact, she went out to take that note to your house. I haven't seen her since. Tell me, did you find Sarah? Did she tell you she was coming here?
Sarah? I'm sorry, but I just found this handwritten note in the door. That's all.
Of course, forgive me. You already told me that you were blanked. You don't remember her. Sarah is my wife. Emily and she were close friends. In fact, they ran the Beechwood Oracle bookstore together, right below your apartment. That's how you started working with us at the New Truth. And the two of you, Emily and you, became like family to us. I want you to know that what happened to Emily affected us deeply, Michael. Sarah was devastated. We could hardly bring ourselves to speak to you at the time. I'm so sorry for what happened to her.
What the hell are you talking about?
Good God. Don't tell me you don't remember that either. Emily died, Michael.
But that's impossible.
I'm sorry to be the one to make you relive that hell. You yourself told Sarah and me on the phone, a little while before you returned home. It happened while the two of you were in Japan, scarcely a few days before the Great Wave hit. At the paper, we sent you on an assignment to do a photo essay on those strange lights that had been sighted in the sky over Tokyo. So you got all your photography equipment together and set off right away. Emily went with you. You two decided to use the trip as a chance to work on your marriage, which had been in trouble for a long time. You were in bad shape, Michael. Your financial problems, her miscarriages, your violent, self-destructive nature. Emily couldn't take it anymore. You were putting her through too much back then.
Things are not going well between us, Michael. You know that.
It's only a rough patch. You'll see.
It's all your fault! You have to get on top of this, Michael. It's destroying both of us. I'm afraid of you.
I can't help it. It's that demon. You know I can't help it.
From what you told us, things were getting better. After so many years, both of you were starting to rediscover each other.
Everything will be different. Remember that vacation we took to the beach when we were getting to know each other? Everything will go back to the way it was.
Promise me.
I promise.
Until one night in your hotel, Emily started to feel sick. It all happened very fast. She was having fainting spells, vomiting, running a fever. You took her to the nearest hospital where she was admitted immediately.
Emily, what's happening? Emily! Emily!
And a few hours later, they told you she was dead. They wouldn't even let you see her body. They wouldn't let you see her. The Japanese authorities hustled you off on the next plane out. It was all very strange and disconcerting. And the very night you arrived, the Great Wave hit.
Oh, Emily. Now I remember it. I remember everything.
I remember her pale, haggard face when she took my hand. Don't worry. It's nothing. Everything will be all right, she was saying, while they were wheeling her deep into the hospital. And she waved goodbye to me, forcing a smile to cover her fear.
And then I saw it. I swear I could see how time was stopping. Little by little, in her eyes.
Emily can't be dead. She talks to me. I've been hearing her voice for some time now. You must think I've lost my mind.
From the little we were able to talk to you before you got back, we could see that her death hit you terribly hard, Michael. You felt extremely guilty for the way you treated her those last few years. You said you would never be able to forgive yourself. It's possible that the pain warped your mind. But it's also possible that what is happening to you is real.
If Emily died before the Great Wave, how can what's happening to me be real?
Let me tell you something. In spite of the catastrophe, at the New Truth, we've never stopped working. For Sarah and for me, this newspaper is our life. And since the Great Wave, our contacts and confidential sources haven't stopped bringing us the most incredible and chilling information you could imagine. Thousands, no, millions of unexplained phenomena are taking place simultaneously all over the world, Michael. We're living through the strangest and most confusing times in our history, and any hypothesis, no matter how crazy, must be taken into consideration, even what you just told me. There's no question that something extraordinary is happening all over the world because of the Great Wave, the emergence of the dissolved, and our gradual approach to the dead synchronicity point.
Czyli jednak żona Michaela, Emily, nie żyje. No i rzeczywiście teraz pewnie jeszcze jak miał tę swoją pamięć nienaruszoną, czuł wyrzuty sumienia z tego powodu. No nic dziwnego, opamiętanie często przychodzi zbyt późno. No cóż, smutna historia to na pewno. No ale czas walczyć o to, co jeszcze jest.
Yes, the Great Wave. People have been telling me about it since the moment I woke up.
Everyone talks about it, but no one really knows what it is. Did you know that the catastrophe didn't just strike here, but all over the world? They keep us isolated and misinformed, but that's the truth. The Great Wave didn't just destroy this city, it affected the entire planet. And the most surprising thing is that it all happened simultaneously, at the exact same moment everywhere on Earth. Isn't that amazing? There's never been an official account of the catastrophe. They don't want to tell us. But at the New Truth, we know a lot of things they don't want us to know.
They? Who are they?
The elite, the army, the shadow government. Whoever is in control at any particular moment. They're determined to maintain the power structures of the old world by any means. The irony is, for the moment, any notion of order or control is absurd. The rules of the game have changed completely, and the entire world is slipping through their fingers. They're disoriented and frightened, and they'll do anything to prop up the old system. That's what makes them so dangerous. But information weakens them, makes them vulnerable. And that's why we have to keep investigating, Michael. It's our duty to uncover the truth.
The dissolved. That horrible disease.
Yes, the fate of those poor devils. That's the cruelest and saddest part of this story. From reliable sources, we've been able to find out that while it is true the Great Wave multiplied the number of dissolved drastically, a few early cases of dissolution were actually detected hours, even days before the catastrophe.
What? There were cases of the dissolved before the Great Wave?
Yes, Michael. Just a handful of victims scattered across the globe. But the timing is significant. What's more, people have told us shocking stories about those victims.
I could tell you one. Colin, the only child of the family that took care of me in the refugee camp, is a dissolved. Just a few hours ago, in a deep trance, he shouted out my name, insisting that he needed to talk to me. He kept saying that he wanted to give me a message from Emily.
Good God, Michael. And what was that message?
I don't know. I haven't had a chance to talk to him, but I will. His condition is very serious, and I have to hurry.
If only we had more information about the disease. What it is, where it came from. If only we knew a little bit more about those strange underground highways they talk about so much during their trances. We need more information. At the New Truth, all we have are a few eyewitness reports here and there, and a handful of tests for detecting the disease that we were able to steal from one of the cleanup brigades. And that's not very much when you're trying to put together a puzzle as obscure and complicated as this one.
Dead synchronicity? What's that?
It's very difficult to explain, Michael. We're still so short of information. But I will tell you one thing. Time is running out. The Great Wave triggered a landslide of death and destruction that's accelerating by the day. And the end will be absolutely devastating.
Look around you, Chris. It's impossible for the situation to get worse.
If the theory about the approach of the dead synchronicity point is true, the future that awaits us will make everything we've seen up to now seem like a walk in the park, Michael. The arrival of the dead synchronicity point will mean the end of the world as we know it. The end of the laws of nature, the laws of physics, the very meaning of existence. And with them, of course, the end of the human species on the face of the earth. Our inability to adapt will wipe us out in a matter of minutes. And indeed, in some cases, it's already happening. But the good news is that if this hypothesis is correct, the very nature of this anomaly could also allow us to reverse the situation.
Reverse the situation? You mean avoid the future you're talking about? Avoid the consequences of the Great Wave? Is that possible?
Of course it is. How can I explain it to you? No, not yet. It would be too complex for you to understand, and I don't want to create any false hope. I can't tell you anything more for the time being. We need more information, more sources, and we need them urgently. Time is running out, in every sense of the word.
I need answers too, Chris. Where can I find the information you need? How can I help you?
A few days ago, one of our confidential sources in the Army contacted the New Truth. He told us he had a bombshell in his hands, an official report of the results of all the investigations conducted to date on the Great Wave, the Dissolved, and the Dead Synchronicity Point. It's a real gold mine, Michael. The answer to our prayers.
And where is that report now?
The same day she left the note at your house, Sarah was supposed to meet our source at the same place we always meet people who cooperate with the New Truth, which had been the safest place in the city up to that point, the sewers. But she never came back, Michael. I was hoping she'd found you. Or perhaps some problem had come up in the sewers, and she'd taken refuge in your apartment.
Don't worry, Chris. Sarah will be fine.
Yes, I know. Sarah is a strong woman and very resourceful. I know she can take care of herself. If you want to help us, Michael, get us that report. I'm trapped in this basement in this wheelchair, but I know that you'll be able to get it for me. It's vitally important that we get it. That's where we'll find the answers to all our questions. Even answers about Emily and her messages. Follow the trail of Sarah and our source. Go down into the sewers and find some clue that can lead us to them. But be very careful down there. It's dangerous.
Dangerous? You just told me the sewers were the safest place in the city.
Indeed, they were. That's why they became the perfect hiding place for the Dissolved and their families. For some time now, the Army has been reinforcing its dragnets for catching the Dissolved hiding in the sewers. If they find you in one of those tunnels, they'll shoot first and ask questions later.
I'll be fine.
Take this. You'll need something to guide you. The city sewer system is a veritable labyrinth. I've marked the exact spot where the meeting was supposed to take place. It's a huge subterranean gallery where several pipes converge. Michael, please, bring me that report. And for the love of God, bring Sarah back to me safe and sound.
I'll do it.
Dość długa była ta rozmowa naszego bohatera Michaela z Chrisem Bloomstone. No i ta kwestia synchronii śmierci jest dość zawiła i mam nadzieję, że rzeczywiście uda się Michaelowi znaleźć dokumenty, które by nam cokolwiek wyjaśniły w tej kwestii. No i przy okazji dobrze by było znaleźć Sarę całą i zdrową, chociaż dość długo jej nie ma. Nie ma jej też u Michaela. Także ciekawe, gdzie się podziewa, co z nią się dzieje. Trzeba będzie to wszystko rozszyfrować, znaleźć i dokumenty, i Sarę, ale to w kolejnym odcinku. Nie wiem, czy jeszcze 1 czy 2 odcinki będą w tym let's playu. Zobaczymy. Na teraz to już wszystko. Do usłyszenia. Pa, pa.